Alright, so round 3, learning Japanese as I go. Playing some Dragon Quest V. Mostly just having fun. That's the plan. Um, yeah, hopefully the audio is sounding good. I'm using the real microphone. Let's load up DQ5. Recent games. This is really the hardest Japanese right here. Hardest to read. Hey, I want to dock my taskbar. Get that out of here. Goodbye. That's much better. Yes. Dragon Quest V. Let's get some volume in here. I should figure out exactly which volume setting I use because I think it matters. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. We're in 26. That sounds good to me. Alright, so I haven't even made it to a real save point, so we're stuck in Saveville. Last time we played, I showed you my cartridge. I have a real cartridge for this game, the Japanese version, Famicom, Super Famicom version. However, I feel no need to show that every time. So I will emulate away on SNES 9X. Here we are. Last time we spent a lot of time on this boat. 26 is too loud. And so now we're kind of chilling. My iPhone screen is covering. You know, I've got to do something with this. Hold on. Yep. Let's move this over here so that you don't have to look at. Oh no, that's right. It doesn't work like that. Bonkers. This thing is crazy. But when it works, it's pretty cool. So I can't complain. This is as scrawny as it's going to get. Which means I need to just scooch it in there and make it a wee bit smaller. I don't want to cut off any screen here. Just a little bit smaller than that. And there we go. Alright, hopefully that's going to be legible for everybody. Things I should do before I go live. Alright, here we go. I'm on a boat. My character's name is Mitsuda. And a little recap from last time. Well, the first time I was born. There was a scene about me being born. This little boy in the blue and or purple robe and turban. And seemed to be some kind of either royalty or nobility. Looked like the wife or the boy's mother maybe passed away in childbirth or something traumatic. End scene. We wake up on a boat. I walked around and talked to a lot of people. One guy was crying in the bathroom or something like that. But mostly the captain is putting into this little tiny harbor that normally this boat wouldn't even bother stopping at, except apparently my dad is a wonderful, splendid man, and people respect him. So now this dude here with a knife in his hand or sword is my dad, and we've got the captain here, straight off of a World War II gunship. So let's talk to him real quick, see what he says. Whoa, slow controls, that was weird. Alright, this kanji we learned last time, Boya. Koko koko de o something reda ga. Oh, let's start there. So this app on the right is it's just called Japanese in the App Store, and I like it a lot. It lets you search kanji by drawing it in, and look up all kinds of other things. More helpful if you use the hiragana keyboard. I want to make sure that my stream's going to catch up. You know, I think if I minimize this, it doesn't work. So I just need to have it up in the background. There we go. So that it updates. Silly me. All right. Boya means boy, essentially. That's what they've been referring to this young lad in the blue/purple/indigo the whole time. So koko is here. Koko de. De is a particle implying action, so you're doing something here. Koko de o something. So here's the first kanji we're going to learn today. Box on top. Little symbol kind of like that there. There we go. And it's this, probably this first one here. It gives you a list of the potentials. You can see, well, my mouse disappears behind it. If you can see that list above where I drew, and the first one looks correct, so if I click that, we've got wakareru. Wakareru, to separate, branch off, diverge. Alright. Or the onyomi is betsu. And betsu is a fairly common word. You'll hear, betsu no something or other. A different, another. If I want a different plate, betsu no sare o kudasai. This plate's dirty or something. This gives you all kinds of cool, sometimes it'll give you some different iterations or common usages. And so since this kanji this time in the game is followed by the re hiragana, we actually have that down here. I'm going to try and make it go gray for you. There you go. So if we click that, wakare, wakare daga, wakare da. So parting, a separation. So koko de o wakare de, excuse me, koko de o wakare da ga tamani, tamani wa. So we got kind of a long sentence here. So certainly this is, here we part, or here's our parting. Here our parting is tamani. I can just look that up with the old tamani, occasionally, once in a while. Okay, tamani wa kono this oji-san. Oji-san is spelled in katakana, which is interesting. It usually means uncle, or just like guy, like your dad's friend, Uncle Bob. He's not really your uncle, but you call him Uncle Bob. I think it even gets used a little more loosely in Japanese. A random guy on the street in his 40-somethings might just be like Oji-san. Oji-san. Oji-san, I think, is different. Oji-san. These are things that contextually I'd be far more sure of if I'd ever lived in Japan. Sure. So, kono oji-san, oji-san, kono oji-san no koto, mo is kind of also a particle. So this guy's no koto, thing about him, presence, if you will. Koto can mean thing, not like an object, that's mono. Koto is like the noun, the essence of an idea, maybe. Sometimes used that way. Koto mo omoi dashite kureyo. Omoi dashite kureyo. Alright, so this is interesting. Boya, koku de owakare da ga tamani wa. Here, partings here are occasionally for this person, this guy. He's probably referring to himself. I'm this captain. Kono Oji-san no koto mo omoi dashite kureyo. Omoi means to think, so that's what that kanji is. I'll draw it in. I don't think we've seen it yet in this game. It means to like think and feel, as opposed to like to stop and to think deeply about something. That's more like kangaeru. But omu is still basically to think. So if it's like, well, that's what I think, that's usually omu. Omoi dashite kureyo. Dashi usually means an outward action. So I want to get that kanji back. And I'm going to type this in exactly as it's shown and see if we can't figure out, or if it will help me get to what this phrase implies. Omoi is a thought, alright? Omoi dasu is the second one, to recall, to remember. And then kure usually means an action towards oneself, because kure means to give. Like if somebody else is giving you something, that's kure. If you're giving somebody else something, that's gosh, I don't have a plain form of that. Ageru or agu? I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll learn one day. Omoi dashite kureyo. So I think we're parting here, but I hope you occasionally think about this old man every once in a while. This old man being myself, the captain. Boya koko de owakare da ga. Tamani wa is that occasionally. Kono oji-san no koto mo omoi dashite kureyo. Yeah, I hope you occasionally think about this old guy as well on the journeys. I guess he likes the kid. Alright, let's talk to Dad. Let's get out of here. Wasuremono wa nai na. Wasuremono wa nai na. Wasure means to forget. Mono is, like I just said, an object thing. So wasuremono is forgotten things. Wa nai. Nai is negative. So there are no forgotten things, right? Or you haven't forgotten anything, have you? Dansu no nakamo. Dansu was the dresser, or tansu, excuse me. So I think we looked up tansu last time and it was dresser. Tansu, there you go. Chest of drawers, if it's in katakana, same thing. Chest of drawers, your dresser, your bureau. Tansu no nakamo shirabeta ka. I think I did look in the dresser last time, but maybe I should go just run back and check. So I'll say iie means no. Sugani, right away. Sugani mitakinasai. Go find it immediately. Otosan wa koko de matteru kara. Your dad will wait here. So Otosan we looked up before, right? That's the kind of like, looks like a dude with shoulder pads maybe. So I find that an oddly dadly image. And I don't know, that kanji always makes sense for me. It was a pretty easy one for me to remember. Kokode, and then this one took me a little longer. I'm going to draw this one in for the sake of perfectionism. This is matsu, which is wait. You'll hear matte or chotto matte, wait a sec. Very common phrase. It took me a minute to kind of pick up on all the different usages of wait, but I mean, I think they're usually pretty similar to in English. Hey, wait. Okay, yeah, I totally searched the tansu. I don't remember what I got though. Mitsuda wa tansu wo akete. Ake was open. Akete. Naka o shirabeta. He searched inside. Toku ni nani mo mitsukara nakatta. Tokuni. My mind's blanking. It probably means something like however. Particular. Oh, especially. That's right. He didn't find anything especially helpful, useful. Look at this one. Tokuni nanimo mitsukara nakata. So once again, didn't find anything helpful. But did I look in the chest of drawers in the initial room? I might not have. So here we go. This isn't boring at all. And one. Mitsudo wa tanso akete nako shirabeta. Nanto. So I didn't look in this one. Yakuso mitsukuta. Yakuso. I only know this word because I've already played some of this game. Yakuso. So to translate or to interpret, that's not really a noun. It's a command to dominate, to prevent. Neither is that really a noun. However, medicinal herb, number 3, that's a noun, and it's also very much something you're going to find at the beginning of an RPG. Mitsudo wa yakuso tenireta. Did we do tenireta last time? Okay. Because I didn't find anything before, so probably not. So, yeah, I thought I was on Do Not Disturb. Alright. Mitsuda wa yakuso. And then we got a couple kanji here. Alright. That is te. That is the kanji for hand. Okay. But we've got one word with 2 kanji mashed into it, so we're just going to keep rolling here. Te, and then, I mean, it popped right up. Te ni iru, or te ni ireru, but this is actually te ni ireru. Te ni I. Come down here, does it give you the kanji for I? It does not. That kanji that looks like a little teepee with a flag hanging off of it is enter. Iru. And then ireru, so iru is enter, ireru is can enter. If you have with the ru style verbs, which I think, God bless me, I don't remember that well, the ichidan verbs. You could say iru koto wo dekimasu, or you could just say ireru for can enter. So tenireru, to obtain, to procure. Basically, literally, entering your hand. So this medicinal herb entered the boy's hand. And that gets used on these Japanese RPGs for anytime you obtain or procure an item. It's been translated various ways for different games, but from the handful of Japanese RPGs I've played in Japanese, it tends to be the same word, tenireta. Alrighty. Yeah, I got a medicinal herb. Thanks, Dad, for reminding me. Let's get off this bed. Alright. Here's the command menu again. Classic Dragon Quest command menu. Man, they keep this all the way up until Dragon Quest 11 still has a similar style. However, you don't have to choose the talk function. That's this top one, Hanasu means talk. Alright, he's saying the same thing. Did you forget anything? Did you check the dresser in your room? Height. Yes. Hi is yes. I is no. Ja. Now, I think this was the ship's captain, which I think was Sencho. However, oh, you know what? This is why we have the handy-dandy list, right? So, yeah, so I stuck something in the list, and that looks like it. I only put 4 entries in this list, but I'm glad I put this one in because Sencho is ship's captain. Very handy thing about this app, so I'm not going to sit here and try and draw that one again. Ja, Sencho, so hey, captain. Zuibun. Couple kanji. Ni nata. Alright. Let's get there. Zuibun. Very, extremely, surprisingly. Alright. Hold on to the list. That might pop up again. Zuibun. Now this, we've seen this kanji before. This was that world kanji. Yo se, world, generation, society, public. Sekai is the world, but we have a different one up there. So we're going to draw it in. Actually, it's given to us down here. Third one. Sewa. And that is the kanji for talking. So hanasu, if you put it in kanji mode, that is throw the mouse on. That's this one right here. This is where we're at in the sentence. So goodness. Sewa. Zuibun sewa ni natta. Sewa, looking after help, aid, or assistance. I need immediately. Oh, thank you very much, whoever. Let's just drop that. Whoever popped on the stream and let me know that, I do appreciate that greatly. Well, and I want to make sure that my stinking microphone's on. Check. Check, check, check. Okay, sorry for the pop. I wanted to make sure that this was the correct mic and that it was on. Awesome. Thank you. Much appreciated. Zuibun sewa ni natta. So, Captain, we're going to need some help here. Alright? Final sentence on this slide here. Alright. Somebody, person, body, one station. I want to look at this. Me or Sheen? Alright, we'll go back and we'll add the other kanji to it. Alright, we'll make sure it's not going to kill that one. Okay. Put the two together, person, and then whatever the second one is, you get body or torso. And then there's another one that's the exact same one, shintai. So either karada or shintai. Karada is your body. Karada ni ki o tsukete na. Ki is like genki. That is your health, wellness, spirit. So Zuibun sewa ni natta. Natta is became. My search I needed help. I greatly needed help. Body was karada. Karada ni ki. Karada ni ki o tsukete na. Ki o tsukete. That's interesting. I'm not quite sure what he's saying here, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just type it in. Ki o tsukete. Tsukeru. Ki o tsukete is to be careful, to pay attention. Pay attention to your body. To be watchful. All these things are kind of similar. I wonder if he's saying we're continuing our search. I'm just going to let that one roll for a minute. Either that or he's saying to the captain, hey, take care of yourself. because he's leaving the ship, so contextually that might make a little more sense. Take care of yourself and be careful out there. He is a ship's captain after all. It's a bit of a dangerous profession. Got a question from the chat on how long I've been learning Japanese. Spent the better part of this year trying to immerse myself as much as possible for an American with a full-time job. So I'm not taking any courses out of school or anything like that. Just doing it all personal study. Learned a little bit in high school, and then I've just come back around to it this year. And I think I mentioned that first stream, but it bears repeating. This is the third time I've been doing this. So, all right, Papasu-san. Papasu being the name of the dad. Papasu-san janai ka. So this merchant-looking fellow, I think, knows Papasu. And then janai is not, but ka at the end, and I'll throw my mouse up here. So Papasu-san janai ka kind of ends it with an unknown note. That end particle. It's how you ask a question, and in fact we do have a question mark on this one, so it isn't Papasu, is it? And then we got some fun kanji down here. So somebody notices or recognizes my dad right away. So let's drop these big boy kanjis in here. Alright, it's the first one on the left. And that big old kanji means nothing. Love it. Alright, that's nai. So he actually just said janai in the previous sentence, previous line. If that nai that was written in hiragana there were a kanji, I suppose it would be this kanji. But let's back it up with follow it up with this next one. And again, my stroke order, I make no excuses for it. So number 3 kanji here is the one I'm looking for. That just means my drawing wasn't great. Alright, so if you put nothing, and then you put this second kanji, which is koto. We had the word koto earlier. If I click it, koto, right? We had the word koto earlier, which is like a thing, but not a physical object, like just an idea, sort of a thing. So a nothing thing, I guess, is safety, peace, quietness, buji. Buji ni. We'll throw that bad boy in the list. See, it's already in my personal Dragon Quest V list. Alright. Buji ni, and then we've got another kanji. See what... hold on. See what this guy's trying to say. Did I get anything like what this kanji's... So here's a I think this is an example of the Super Nintendo having 2 limited pixels within a square to be able to properly draw the kanji. However, it looks greatly like this second one. And that makes a lot of sense. Homecoming Arrival. This is Kaeru. Kaeru, also a very common kanji and word that you'll see. I've seen it in many different contexts. And so I'm going to... Clearly, it's in Pokemon Chapter 1. Oh no, where did my... Man, I've been going on this and I don't have my screen up. Yeah, I'm going to subscribe later. That is such a bummer. Alright. I have to be really careful not to minimize it, but only to let it sit behind the emulator. Otherwise it will run away from me. Sorry about that. So the first kanji is buji. We typed it in. In fact, I can go back to the stream here. And then this kanji is kaeru. All you missed was my abysmal drawing skills, so that's great. And then we just added this to the list, so that's good. And if we go back to the lists, and I can show the... not that one. Dragon Quest stream. Here we go. I can show that Buji was right here. This is the entry, in case anybody was wondering, because it was off screen. So, Buji, which means safety. So, Buji ni, so at safety, or this would probably localize as safely, because it's followed up with this verb, kaite, kaitekinanda ne, kaitekinanda ne. So the essence of this verb is in kaeru. That would be the plain form. And then this is tekitanda ne. That's an interesting conjugation that I don't know if I can quite pull apart. But I'm going to type it in and see what we get. I don't know if we'll quite be successful in pulling apart the... Now that I know what this actually is supposed to look like, I can draw it. Right. Kai, kataki. So it's a chisaitsu, which isn't pronounced. Oh yeah, it jumped right in. It found it right away. Kaitekuru is to return, to come back. That's great. Man, I love this app. Alright, kaitek, but I'm going to actually type in character for character what we've got here. Kaitekita, to return, to come back. Okay. So, and then the nda is a shortened form of no des, which is, I'm learning all the usages of this, and like I'm not even very comfortable using this in my own like composition or speaking per se. However, I'm really trying to piece apart because I think that there's not a good equivalent in English to the concept behind no des, but it gets used when you're explaining something. I haven't landed on the right equivalent in English, at least, because we'll say, you know, my birthday was last Wednesday, and if we're explaining to somebody who doesn't know that, or we're just saying it to somebody because we're happy that our birthday was last Wednesday or something, we would say it the exact same way in English. But if you're explaining to somebody new information, you use this no des or nda kind of ending, from my understanding. And I hope to be able to really clarify that and piece that apart later. So, buji ni kaiteki tanda ne. You returned safely, huh? I mean, clearly they just must have sailed around the world, or at least pretty far. This guy's astonished that they have returned safely. And now Papasu says, wahahaha. I imagine that's a laugh. I'm not going to look that up. Yasate mo kanji rete mo. Alright. Ya se te yasute. To become thin. Oh, maybe he's maybe his friend has lost weight. Actually, no, we have the whole phrase here in the second one. So we got to become thin. If you look on the second one, this must be maybe an idiom or something that gets used. Yasute mo karete mo. So the pronunciation, the voicing on that kanji is going to be ka. So I'm going to click this entry so we get it in full here. Yasute mo karete mo. Even though one has fallen on hard times, or however down on one's luck you may be. Okay. So, however down I may be, kono papasu, this papasu, oi sore to wa, I'll look up that one. Oi soreto. At a moment's notice. Oi soreto. I mean, I can piece out, there's sores in there like that, but I don't know if that's actually part of the meaning. It looks like this is just kind of a phrase. Oi soreto wa. And now we have a fairly important kanji. I'm familiar with this one, but we're going to draw it. Line across the top. We have this radical here, which gets used pretty often. Kind of looks like the ta katakana, or perhaps it means evening. And then we have this radical. Right, and what we get is Shi, death, or to die. Shine, which is what it's followed up with. Shine is to die. Alright. So let's add that to the list because it might pop up again and I don't feel like drawing it again. Oi soreto wa shinemono. Shinemono ka. Shinemono. What happens if you back it up with mono? I wonder if it changes the meaning. It may just mean dead thing. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's a phrase. So, however hard it seems, this Papasu, this guy, is ready to die at a moment's notice, or maybe. I wonder if that's what he's saying. That's kind of interesting. Oi soreto. That's a moment's notice. Wa. Or death may arrive at any moment. Mitsuda. Otosan wa kono hito to. Alright. Your dad and this man, kono hito to, hanashi ga aru no de. Alright, so that's the first half of the sentence. Mitsuda, that's my name. Otosan wa kono hito to hanashi ga aru. I have conversation with this man. Basically, I gotta talk to this guy. And we've seen all these kanji before. Node, sono hen de kanji. De nasai. Alright, sono hen. They have hen in katakana. So sono means this when you're referring to an object. Sore means this when you're not referring to an object. So sono hen, and hen means, that's not the right one. As far as grammar resources, question from the chat, I have stumbled around a little bit, and for simple grammar, tofugu.com has been a good website. And then Wasabi JPN, I think it's wasabi-jpn dot something, but just drop that in Google. That's been a good website for some more complicated grammar stuff. So I don't know if you're still in the chat, or if you just, maybe we'll watch this later, but sorry I didn't get to see your question right away. Hen can mean environs, so this area, but it also can mean unusual or strange. Tai hen is a big problem. And so he could be referring to this area or this problem. So far there hasn't been much of a problem, so he might just be referring to this area. But the rest of the sentence might illuminate what we're talking, what we're looking for. Man, it is hard to figure out what's going on with these funky little Super Nintendo kanjis. Alright, I got it in one. It's this first one. This is a sobu, play. Alright? Kono hen, so he must be talking in this area, because kono hen de, if you have a place followed by ni, you're talking about just being there, a presence there, something is there. If you have a location, noun followed by de, it's an action, will take place there. So sono hen de asobun de nasai. Asobun de nasai. So it's kind of a nicer way, I guess, with the nasai ending, a more polite way of saying, why don't you play around in this area? Why don't you play for a little bit? Amari something kuni. That's a funky kanji. I'm going to throw this play kanji in our list here. Amari means not too long, a little bit. I don't know what's going on under this part. I'm just going to make something up and hope didn't get close. Oh, I totally didn't get close. Okay. There's definitely... Is that it? Maybe I got it. It's got that little funky pixel right here. So I'm gonna think maybe it's this first one here. Toi. Toi is far. So toku ni, I imagine the I is probably dropped. Otoku. Or toku. Yeah. The I, toi, the I is dropped if you put the ku. So toku ni ikanai yo ni na. Don't go far. Ika, iku, ikanai. Amari, don't go too far. Amari toku ni ikanai yo ni na. Alright, so I have permission from Dad to wander around. Look, there's some nice little fish down there. What's in the barrel? Mitsuru wa taru no naka o nozoki konda. Nozoki konda, I want to look that up. I don't even know if I did this before. Nozoki kon... Oh, I had something. Nozoki komu. Right, and then the onda is like yomu, to read is yondemasu, sumu, to live is sundemasu, so that makes sense. So, to look into. So I looked into the barrel. I'm going to assume taru means barrel, because that's a barrel in front of me. Shikashi, but, nanimo, nothing, mitsukara nakata, did not find. Didn't find nothing. Alright, let's keep looking around. Oh, there's a lot of barrels. I'm sure they probably all have nothing in them. Didn't find nothing. Shikashi, nanimo mitsukara nakata, didn't find nothing. Alright, this is some classic, old school RPG tactics. Look everywhere. Which, you can also lose the handy dandy look function. Which one was look? Hanasu, talk. Tsuyosa, strength. Sobi, equipment. Tobira, oh, shiraberu. There, here it is. Let's look. Mitsuru wa tansu o akete, open the chest of drawers. Naka o shirabeta, toku ni nanimo mitsukara nakata. Didn't find anything interesting. Same thing, didn't find anything interesting. We're going to talk to this lady, Okasan, up here. So we got the number 2, and then we've got this kanji here. So 2 is probably going to be ni. Could be futa. I don't think we've run into this kanji yet. It's a common. Learn it in your first 100 kanji for sure here. Year, right? Nen or toshi. So ni nen, right? If you're gonna do 2 years, I believe it's always gonna be. Well, it's not always. It's so different. Did I get 2? There we go. Yeah, it doesn't even give you ni nen. This doesn't really do sentences for you. It's mainly doing words and phrases. So, ni nen horo. Ni nen horo. Horo. What's horo? I'm not familiar with that. Degree, extent, bounds, limit. Limit of 2 years. Kaida tataka. This is the. Oh no, is this the This is not kairu, excuse me very much. Has one of the same radicals as kairu. This is a different one. I will draw it in because I don't think we've seen it yet. Here we go. Mai, in front of, before. Also, zen. In different constructions of phrases, the zen voicing gets used. So, Nina and Mai would be 2 years ago, 2 years previous to now, 2 years in front of now. Ninen horo mai datta ka. I'm not, as much as 2 years prior to now, because that horo meant limit. So maybe that's what we're getting at. Datta kane papasu toyu hito ga. A man named Papasu. So that toyu means called. So if you have a word toyu something, it's that something called word. So Papasu toyu hito. Like if you wanted to say that restaurant is called McDonald's, McDonald's toyu restaurant. So it's a little opposite of how we would say it in English. Papasu toyu hito ga kono minato kara. We saw this minato for harbor last episode. Kono minato kara. And now we're into some new territory. So, as much as 2 years ago, or it's been at least 2 years ago, datta. So da is des, plain form. That datta is the past tense, plain form of des. So it's been 2 years. Maybe kane. Man, it's been 2 years, hasn't it? Since a man named Papasu from this harbor. So kono is this, minato is harbor, kara is from. This harbor from minato kara. And then we can get into this next funky bunky kanji here. I feel like I've drawn this radical a few times today. However, here we go. On the left, that looks the closest. Oh, we saw this in, I think, the first one. Tabi. It might even be in our stream list, but it's not. But it is now. Tabi ni detanda yo. So, a trip, or travel. So, from this harbor, he went on a trip. Detanda yo, I think, is to go out, to exit. Detta, right? Also same kanji, I think, as that dashi that we saw earlier, but to leave, to exit. So he left on a trip from this harbor. A man named Papasu left from this harbor on a trip. That's the kanji for great. Dai, but has a lot of other voicings. Right, or oki, there we go. But it adds a lot. Different voicings based on what comes after it. So, taisetsu. Taisetsu is an important word to learn. It means important, and it's important. Taisetsu na. Taisetsu being an adjective. It is a na adjective, clearly, and this will actually show you that. If you look in the middle there, na adjective, which means you can follow it with na. It means a lot of things, I'm sure, but you can follow it with na to describe a noun. So taisetsu na mono, an important thing, mono, object, an important object, o sagasu. Sagasu means to search. Tabi, there's that travel kanji again. Datte. So he, a very important thing. I thought I had this on Do Not Disturb. I did. I don't know how to turn my texts off because I'm not technologically savvy. Taisetsu na mono wo sagasu tabitate itteta kedo. A trip to search for this important thing he went on. Dakedo. However, I think this is fresh territory kanji here, so let's draw it in. Simple guy. Little, small, chisai. Chisana ko. A little child. But we've got another kanji after ko, so let's see what we got going on with that. Ko, and then we're going to put this one in. Here we go. child. Kodomo. There we go. Chisana kodomo wo. Add that to the list. That's a good one. He left on a trip searching for an important object. However, a small child. Oh. I don't know. I don't remember if we've seen this one yet. We might have early on. We're gonna draw it again. There we go. Number 2. All right, and then I think we get some of the following hiragana for the form tsure is a companion, tsureta, to take someone with one, tsureta, or tsuremashita. So tsureta mamade. So he took along, however, he took along a small child. Mama de, as it is. Small child as it is. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit of a, just the way you say things. Mama de do nata yara. Do nata usually can mean became. Do nata. Do is how. Do nata yara. How that became uncertain. I don't know why. I don't know how that came to be. Do nata yara. However, he took along a small child, and I'm not sure how that came to be. Boya ga ano toki no ko de papasu-san wa, right? So, boya, the boy in front of me, ga is ano toki, that time. Kono is this. Sono is second person that, something in the room, something right in front of you. Ano is that over there, something far away, if you're going to refer to it. So ano toki would be that time, way back when. Ano toki no ko, that time's child. De papasu-san wa ima no funi. That was the kanji for boat. The first one is the kanji for now. Ima no funi de. I'm going to throw my mouse in here. Boya ga ano toki no ko de papasu-san wa ima no fune de kaiteki tan datte. Kaiteki tan datte. That's probably some very poor accenting. Holy cow. You're the same kid that Papasu-san brought from this harbor? Imano, or this boat that returned? So the same, from that time's kid, Papasu-san has returned with you? Oh my katakana, again, it's garbage. Let's see here. I have an app next to this one, not this one. And sometimes I use it to refresh my memory because I'm so bad at katakana. I think this is the ooh. And then we have wa, and then we have sa. Okay, there's a couple katakana. I never use it. Uwasa o sureba. Sureba, to do. Uwasa o sureba nanto yara dane. I'm not sure what uwasa is. It seems like it's probably a name, but I'm also getting bored of this area. Oh, a rumor, perhaps? Nanto yara dane. That's an interesting rumor. Or maybe I'll start spreading that as a rumor. I gotta spread the word around on that. The old busybody. Okay. I want to get out and fight something. Well, let me leave. I'm out. As soon as I step out, it's a battle. So we got some Saraimus. If you've ever played any Dragon Quest, including 11, this is always the first thing you fight. Alright, so battle screen. Got two options here. Tatakao and Nigeru. So, we'll look up both of these. Ka. Hold on. Tatakao is to make war on, to wage war, but also just to contend, to fight. That's your fight command. Every JRPG has it. And then Nigeru. Could it be run? I wonder. To escape, to run away. Nigeru. Alright. Fight or run. Well, come on, man. I'm not going to run. Some slimes. So, Tatakao. Alright, so then I've got a couple other options now that I've chosen to fight. Kogeki, Bogyo, and Dogu. So, we'll type these in. Certainly not going to do this every battle. But since this is the first battle, it seems like a good time to do it. Kogeki, attack. Alright. That's to be expected. Bogyo. Oh, add the dendens. Bo. Ki, add the dendens. Yi. And then we need a chisayo. Bogyo. Defense. S or C, sure. Safeguard, protection. So, Bogyo, defend, right? Attack, defend, and Dogu. Which is similar to a command we have in our field menu. Dogu is tool, implement. So, you want to use a tool, item, etc. Alright, so let's fight. Attack. Ooh. So I just hit the alt button so I could freeze frame this because these messages go quick. And I do want to read them at least in the first battle and whenever we get a new message. So, Mitsuda no kogeki. Mitsuda's attack. Alright. Slime B ni roku no dameji. Dameji. So, I mean, this is practically in English. Slime B takes 6 damage. Alright. Now it's their turn. Slime A no kogeki. Slime A's attack. Boom. Mitsuda wa 2 no damaji o uketa. Alright. Uketa? Have we looked that one up yet? I don't think so. So let's drop that in. Ta, of course, is a past tense form of ukeru. Yeah, ukeru. So, to receive, to get. All right, I received 2 damage. I mean, it's contextually pretty obvious. All right. Slime B no kogeki. Oh, I probably took 3 damage. Slime C no kogeki. Mitsuda wa 2 no damaji o. So, 2, 3, 2. I took 7 damage. My HP has dropped accordingly. Alright, I will fight again. I will destroy these slimes. Boom. Slime B, 6 damage. I missed the message where he died. I'm going to try and get that on the next one. Slime A no kogeki. 3 damage, 1 damage. Oh! Alright, new message. Nanto papasu ga tasuke ni kita. Alright? Nanto was just kind of an expression of, hey, something's happening. What? How? However. Okay. Papasu, that's dad. Ga. Tasuke ni kita. Tasuke ni kita. Tasuke, so ni is the particle, so we probably got 2 words here. So ta, su, ke, tasuke. To help, to save, to rescue. Ni and kita. Kita is a very common verb. Kimashita, kita. It means to come. So, your dad came to rescue you. Or to help. Tasuke ni kita. I can hit the button on this Papasu ga sento ni kuwawata. Kuwawata. Interesting. Let's look up these. Sento. Battle, fight, combat. Sento ni. Oddly different than tatakao, which is how he started the fight. Maybe sento is referring to the idea of it being a battle, like almost the noun form of it. Kuwawata. Kuwabara. Kuwabara. Kuwawata. To be added to. To be appended to. I don't even think I have that on my regular DQ list. I'm going to add it. That's a great one. Kuwawata. So, Papasu was added to the battle. You know, a new challenger has joined the battle. Alright, so now when I hit Tatakao, Mitsuda is given his choice of attack, sure. Oh, I don't get a chance for Papasu. However, Papasu no Kogeki, Saraimusi ni 84, that would be 84 no damage. Yeah, he destroys. Saraimusi o Taushita. Clearly that means defeated, dead. Let's see if we can get some kind of flavor on that from the dictionary, if it offers any. To throw down, to bring down, to kill, defeat, beat, overthrow, trip up, ruin, leave unpaid. Ooh, we did not pay our slime, who gave us some great service here. Bye, Slime C. And then Papasu gets to go again, and he just slaughters Slime A for Rokuju Q no damage. And then Saraimu A o Tashita, of course. Alright. Saraimu Tachi, that would be multiple slimes. Like Kodomo Tachi is children instead of Kodomo child. Saraimu Tachi o Yatsuketa. Clearly that also is some form of defeated. However, for the sake of completionism, Yatsuketa. To beat. To attack an enemy. To do away with. To finish off. Alright, we finished off the slimes. Oh, I don't think I need to pause this. Sorezore. Sorezore is probably one of these interesting little... Sore means that. What happens if you follow it up with Zore? Each, respectively. Oh, so each person... That was a good thing to look up. Each person gets san pointo no kei kenshi o kakutoku. Alright, we're going to see this word 1,000 times, of course. Let's look it up. Kei, ken, alright, chi. So kei-ken is experience. Kei-ken-chi is amount of experience or experience points. Look, it even says in the, I love this, in the dictionary entry, experience points in video games, etc. Yes. So we got 3 experience each. Kakutoku is the verb for how that was given to us, or perhaps learned. These different little verbs, though, are great to follow up on. So acquisition, acquired. Because seeing them in their context, you know, gives a idea of their proper usage. We did not tenire ta our keikenchi, because how is experience going to enter your hand? Now, maybe tenire ta, I'm not sure if it can be used for conceptual ideas. However, in these RPGs, I usually see it for things like items. So maybe tenire ta is particularly to receive an item, whereas kakutoku is to receive or acquire something intangible. All right, san gorudo. Gorudo would mean gold. That's just the English word for gold. So san gorudo, and then like I just said, tenire ta. They don't have the kanji in this smaller form battle text. However, same word that we saw earlier when I got a yakso medical herb. Papasu says, did we look these up? I think we looked these up first episode. This is really common. This is daijobu. Daijobu ka. Again, something you'll see in every anime or drama or video game over and over and over again. Are you okay? Daijobu ka? Mitsuda. Mitsuda's me. Papasu wa. And now he's no longer talking. So all he said is, Mitsuda, are you okay? Papasu wa hoimi o tonaita. Right? We could look up hoimi, but it ain't gonna do much. And I'll tell you why in a minute. To na e ta. To recite, to chant. Hoimi is the name of a spell. And I kind of pulled my hair out the first time I was going through this, because I was like, what does hoimi mean? It's just the name of the healing spell in Dragon Quest. Like, in the English localizations, the Dragon Quest spells have these funky little names that are a little silly and childish, and that's half the fun of Dragon Quest. And from what I can tell in the Japanese, the spells have nonsense names. So, and maybe originally the concept was, you know, this is the incantation, which would be pretty cool. These texts are annoying. I should turn off notifications. Maybe I can do that real quick. Messages? Where you at? I will do this for next time. I did not realize that I just don't get texts that often, and so I just didn't even get any on the previous streams. But I thought in Do Not Disturb mode, I was not going to get any texts, and clearly I have been. iTalk is a great app, by the way. You can talk to native speakers of most languages. I use it for Japanese. All right. Mitsuda no Kizu ga. So he casts a spell, hoimi, on me. Sorry for the digression. Kizu is spelled in katakana. However, this is not a nonsense word. This is a real word. Wounds, hurts, injuries. Mitsuda no Kizu. Mitsuda's wounds ga are kaifukushita. Kaifukushita. Healed, one would imagine. I don't think he's casting a spell to make it worse. Kaifuku, restoration, right? And then shita is suru, past form. Shimashita, shortened down to shita. So, have been restored. His wounds have been restored. Good job. Papasu said, oh, there's the sound of the spell. Mada mada. I get mada and mata confused still. All right, mada mada. Omote no hitori. Hitori is alone. So what's omote? Omote. Surface. Features. Mask. Interesting. Omote no hitori something. I don't remember if we've seen this one yet. That is the kanji for walk. Aruku. So aruki wa kitenda. Kiten in katakana. So I'll type that in. So walking alone would be hitori aruki. Omote, I wonder it means just like the surface, the land, the area. It's still, for you to walk alone is kiten. Kiten. I was expecting something more like dangerous, but let me see if I can give it the old katakana. Ki. Oh, that's because it's not kiten. Golly, I'm so bad at the stinking katakana. See, we'll just go back to the little katakana list that I have. I memorized these in high school, and I have not put the work in to rememorize them this year because I'm lazy and I just want to jump past it. Ken, Kiken. Hey yo. So let's do this in hiragana again because we're probably going to get what we're looking for. Yeah, there it is. Danger. So it's dangerous for you to go alone. Here, take this. I don't think he's going to give me a sword. Kore kara, this, from this, from here on, kore kara wa ki o tsukerun da zo. And we just saw that phrase. He told the captain to take care. And so he's saying, hey, from now on, you need to take care. You need to pay attention. Dewa, iku tosho. Let's go together. All right. But, all right, let's go. Walkie, walkie, walkie. Oh no, a battle. There's a lot of guys here, including a farting weasel. Tatakao. I'm going to get through this battle. I think we get to the next town, and I think that's about where I'm going to call it quits. Just so we know. Kogeki. Yeah, so I'm going to attack. Oh, so the monsters are always cute and adorable in Dragon Quest, right? So let's see what we got. We got Green Worm. Well, that's not an exciting name. That's Green Worm. I'm going to guess that's the two guys on the left that look like green worms. Green Worm. All right, then we've got Kubinaga Itachi. Like I said, I'm garbage at katakana and I should probably spend a lot more time on it. Kubi na. Did I get the Kubi? I did. Kubi naga. Kubi naga. Kubi. Oh, so Kubi is neck. Naga means long. So long neck. That's probably what. Nagai means long. So Kubi naga. And then Itachi is a weasel. And Itachi. There you go. It's written in katakana, but. So a long-necked weasel who clearly is expelling something from behind. And then Hoimi Suraimu. And we just know that, we just learned the spell Hoimi means to heal, because Dad healed me. So a heal slime. It's usually how they're localized. So I'm going to have the kid kill the heal slime. Papasu attacks. We've seen all these messages before. He does Hachijuyon damage, 84 damage again to the Karin Wam. Alright, Papasu attacks again because he's a baller. And to the long neck weasel, the Kubinaga Itachi ni Hachiju go. I should spend more time on my numbers too. Hachiju go no damage. Yeah, that thing's Kaushitad. And then the Hoimi slime I hit and clearly didn't kill. Although I do have the messages moving pretty quick. I should slow. Oh, I can't slow those down. Maybe in the options menu. Dude, Dad has 410 HP. Alright, Tatakao. Kogeki. I'll hit the slime again. Papasu. Oh, yeah, see. New sounds. Clearly a critical hit, but let's look it up. Kaishin. Right? Did I type that right? Kaishin no Ichigeki. Kaishin. So Kaishin can mean all kinds of things. So we're going to continue the phrase. Kaishin no, and then, boom, I saw the word RPGs. Kaishin no Ichigeki. Critical hit, especially in RPGs. What a great dictionary entry. We'll add that. Kaishin no Ichigeki. Ichi's one. Geki is, part of that word for attack. So a single attack. And then the Kaishin part, satisfaction, gratification. What a gratifying attack that was. Boom. Oh, I missed how much damage it did. Kid Boy missed the slime entirely. However, Dad's going to slaughter it. Oh, Papasu Hoimio. So I got hit and Dad healed me. Tonaita. Mitsuda no, his Kizus were healed, I'm sure. Alright, Papasu no Kogeki. Boom. Hoimisu Raimu ni, 78 no damage. Yeah, Taushitai. He did. Alright, and so we got a new message here, because we had a bunch of different enemies. Mamono no Mure. Oh, sweet. Alright, so I just learned about this word mure. So, mo, no. Alright, genuine article, or the bottom one seems more likely, demon, devil, evil spirits, monsters, goblins, etc. So monsters, we'll say monsters. Monster no mure. Now a mure means like a herd, a group of animals. And you can use mure for animals, fish, cows, rhinos, lions. It's all the same word. So this is one of these rare instances where Japanese actually simpler than English. Like Japanese have a different counting system for every type of object, and so many things that seem foreign. But for a Japanese person who's learning English, it must seem oddly foreign to them that we have a whole bunch of different collective nouns depending on what the animal is. A gaggle of geese, a pride of lions, a pack of wolves, a murder of ravens, or murder of crows? Which one's the murder? A school of fish, a pod of dolphins, a family of whales. I mean, we have a different word for every type of animal, which is kind of goofballs if you think about it. Those are all just mure in Japanese. I just learned this recently, so I'm excited about it. So the mure, the herd of monsters. Herd, probably a good word for it. Mamono no mure o yatsuketa. No, they were defeated. Sorezore, so each gets 32 pointo no keikenchi. Yeah, 32 pointo no keikenchi o kakutoku. Oh, that's the sound of Mitsuda wa reburu ni agata. Again, agata can mean you give something. It can also mean you rise. They're like the same word. So he rose to level 2. Chikara ga. Chikara is his strength. San pointo agata. His strength rose by 3 points. Saidai HP. I mean, if you've played RPGs, we know Saidai is going to be maximum HP. Saidai HP ga 4 pointo agata. I'm not spending the time to type all these in. Saidai MP ga 3 pointo agata. And then 29 gorudo o tenireta. So I got 29 gold out of that as well. Daijoubu ka, Mitsuda? Papas cast Hoimi on me again. Dewa, ikotoshi o. That's not Chisai. Alright, I want to type that one in. Iku is go. Iku to shi yo. I wonder if they just didn't Chisai it. The Toshi's year. Ikutosho. Goodbye. Maybe one more battle before we get to town. Oh, we get there. Beautiful. All right. We'll just stop right on this dialogue box. Put in, I think it's been, gosh, an hour and 20. It's about how long the last stream was. Thanks for joining the chat. And I'm glad that anybody is interested in me learning Japanese, but I started it because I was interested. I found some other videos of people doing this and watched all of them and realized that if you're learning Japanese, it's great to learn with other people, and schools cost a lot of money. So here we are. I do these very randomly, so you might have to find them after the fact. My Twitter handle is @Dunkachino, DUNCACINO, and I'm going to start trying to tweet stream times. So if you're watching now or on YouTube later, if you find this later, then you can follow me there or not follow me and just check it every once in a while. And I will try and throw out stream times on Twitter. However, I am just one normal dude with a job who's learning Japanese, so I'm not some like I hate the word influencer. You know, I'm not trying to be that. I'm just trying to learn some Japanese. All right. Later, nerds. Have a good night. You're welcome.